Hello world, good morning, good afternoon, evening, good night, good day. Have a great sleep, or I hope you had one. Yep, it's your intrepid host, Missy K. Clark McGinnis of the Ghost Girls Podcast. Hi, y'all. Nothing in particular today, just shooting the shit. Just like picking up the phone call, talking about everything and nothing. Hi, you. I don't want to make small talk. I don't do small talk. So how is you? Let me know in the comments. This stupid platform is so algorithm crazy. So let me know in the comments how you been doing. How you been keeping yourselves, behaving yourselves. Anybody need bail money? Anybody got a court date coming up? Let's see. We're heading into summer. Today would be the 16th of April, 2026. I guess I'm going to talk about everything and nothing. So, I'm in my vehicle, or at least getting ready to sit in my vehicle after I came out of the ladies' room, or rather the restroom. And, no, I won't divulge what I need to go to the restroom for. You can pretty much figure that out for yourselves. But, not much happening in my neck of the woods. I mean, other than what's going on with you guys, maybe. But what has been going on with you guys? Yeah, like kids not talking anymore? Yeah, that's me. What else? Fighting with the family that you chose? Yep, that's in my camp too. Going through the dark nights of the soul? I'm getting ready to pop up an umbrella, and you might hear it in a little bit. Here it goes. See? It's popping up an umbrella. Because it's sunny and 87 here in northeastern mid-state Pennsylvania of the eastern border of the United States. And we're now on that official time change stupidness because people can't help themselves, because people got into the conditioning. And even though some of you listening to this like, well, I'm not conditioned, I didn't get conditioned, that response alone just proves you've been conditioned. But okay, don't let me throw facts at you. Oh, let's see. Am I grumpy? A little bit. Just a teeny bit. I mean, yeah. I am the part I wouldn't play in one of the Seven Dwarfs. Go figure. No, I was mentioning myself earlier that I would be willing this as a role stretch: happy, sleepy, and Doc. But sneezy, grumpy, bashful, and dopey. No. Yeah, I know. Some of y'all can see me as playing grumpy. But anybody can do a part that they're comfortable with. No, let me do a part that requires me to stretch some in faith, stretch some in soul, stretch some in logic, and all that other crap that I'm being expected to do right now on a fucking planet that is literally warring with herself. And she doesn't like where she's going, but she doesn't like where she's been either. So if that's how come you probably feel out of sorts, fighting with nobody in particular and everybody in particular, not sleeping well, wondering what the point of all this stupid shit is, feeling a lot like you're living through the actual documentary and not a movie of The Matrix, and yeah, you're not alone. Come on over here and sit by me. Oh, Lord. And life news, I didn't upload lately. You hear me? Upload lately because I haven't been with internet. And y'all know I'm bunking in a motel. So all and any donations appreciated. Yes, I am hawking for money. Don't care. Everybody else is doing it. Why can't I? So, it's not polite, you say. Oh, it's not done right, you say. Oh, it's just not done, you say. And what am I supposed to be doing? Panhandling in the street? Anyway, if you wish to donate, ghosttalk@gmail.com. Ghosttalk@gmail.com. Snail mail address is 950 Eisenhower Boulevard, Harrisburg PA 17111 US. And Ghost Talk, GHOSTHAWKE @gmail.com. Okay, enough housekeeping stuff things out of the way. Now, let's get to it. So, that's what I've been doing. I mean, everybody's been tight for money. Everybody's been internet down for whatever reason. Everybody's been tech down for the longest time in some parts of the country. Because if you haven't been aware of, and if it didn't be it made known, and if it sounds like I'm speaking in code right now, it's because I have to, because a particular platform like this can't handle the fucking truth. And a lot of people that are running it too just don't want to face their own particular dark shadows. Well, then then you know what? Then you're gonna, I don't know what's gonna happen to you, but frankly, I want the new heaven and the new earth, and I'm not sticking around here for all that bad to not make it happen. So, you probably heard the news and came over my transom. Katy Perry evidently essayed a girl. And women can force themselves on, if he's powerless enough, if she's powerless enough, yes, a woman can force herself upon another individual. Is it right? Of course not. Is it any less wrong than a guy would do trying to overpower a female or overpower another dude? Of course it is. Just because she don't have a man part does not mean she's not any more a sexual predator than he is. But all of this mess about, but the women are gentler and feminine and no. How many guys out there love seeing a chick full roundhouse punch and give somebody a good right hook? Okay, don't sit out there and act like, women are feminists and women are dainty and women are this and no. Shout out to Taylor the Fiend. Men have had it with women, and modern women especially. And modern women, let's face facts, bitch. You fucked up everything. You did. Feminism fucked it up. Gloria Steinem fucked it up. All that mess with a woman needs a man like a fish a woman needs a man like a fish needs a bicycle, or whatever the fuck that saying is. No. A woman without a man is like a fish without a bicycle, or some mess like that. You're trying to imply that women don't need men. Excuse me, chicken. How the whole hell do you think you got here without no men's spunk? Make it make sense. 1, 2. Leave out Mary's Immaculate Conception, okay? Because who else in history did that? Yeah, I'll wait. Stupid heifers. And number 3, don't come at me in the comments or even play down my channel, don't care, about how I'm mean, I'm awful, I'm terrible, that's not nice, it's not playing right. Excuse me. When did modern women ever play right? Now you're squawking and crying and whining. Where'd all the men go? Where'd all the men go? We want to be able to go out and be friends with you. Where'd all the men go? Oh, I miss you. Oh, no. No, they caught on to your shit is what they did. And you told them to go away. Now you're telling them to come back? Come back to what? Come back to what exactly, ladies? The same thing? No. That's why you heifers are mad as shit that men love to congregate around yours truly. And they do. I'm not saying that as a brag. I'm not saying that as toot my own horn. It's happened. Okay? I've got receipts. My memory is my receipts. Okay? 2, 3. How many dudes would love to have a chick in their world that's a chick's guy? A guy's chick. I'm that woman. I'm a guy's woman, meaning I'm one of the guys. Meaning would I sleep with Charlie Sheen? Oh, God, no, not on the bed. Not on a bet. Not if both my cosmic husbands here invisibly, but I can't have them physically right now, unfortunately. But I wouldn't have him on a bet on all kinds of money in the world. No, I'd rather sooner bathe in ammonia than go with that and lay down with that man. But I'd be friends with him all day, all night. Okay? Now, his brother Emilio, on the other hand, turn off the lights, light a candle. No, I wouldn't. No, I would not disrespect my husbands like that, but you know what I'm saying. Point being is that there are some people within the girls' circle of guys that are like, I would absolutely drop to my knees for you. And on the other guys, I would not I wouldn't even make you a sandwich, let alone get on my knees for you. So you know what you are. You know what your limitations are. You know what you do. But my point, ladies, is that now you're learning a good harsh ass lesson. One, y'all needed your daddies to tell you, you know what? Sit down there, bitch. You're still my princess, but you need to get your ass spanked. Now sit down there and shut up, or you're not going to get what the little bit that you do have is. And don't manipulate me into doing different. Okay? That is what daddy's little girl should have had done to her, rather than her wrapping daddy around her little finger. 2, ladies, get used to this. Look within. Ask yourselves, why the fuck are you so jealous of another woman having her shit together? You jealous of her having her shit together? Or you jealous of what she doesn't have that wouldn't work for you? No, you got to do you. Are you driving down the highway doing 40, 50, 60, 70, whatever? Oh, I want his car. Oh, I want that car. No, take the car you're behind the wheel in, boo-boo. Okay? Stop worrying about other people. Stop worrying about the other cars. Stop worrying about what you don't have and what you do have and what you don't have and what you do have. And with the little bit you do have, are you going to take it from me? Look, did you figure out a way to take it? Did you figure out a way to take it with you? Any more than you figured out how to make a mule work underwater? No and no. So stop worrying about shit that don't matter in the grand scheme of things 5 minutes or 50 minutes from now. Even not listening to this video. Don't give a rip. I won't know it. So, 2, ladies, mind your own business. 1, daddy needed to put that foot in his ass, putting his foot in your ass more than you should have got. And this goes also to my now ex's former sisters, because his daddy never, hardly ever, put a foot in their asses when they needed it, but the boys got it. Okay? But the girls, why didn't they? Because they girls? No. No. You can hear it in my voice. Number 3, I got whomped on. I'm proof positive you can still survive. You get your ass pounded on in a spanking. Yes, some of you in this audience and many out there outside within the sound of my voice, you know damn well some of these people need to get bent over the knee. You need to find the nearest buggy whip and get the biggest, most nastiest licking within the inch of their lives. Why not? Jesus Christ went through it, even without supposedly taking on man's sin. Okay then, if it was good enough for Jesus then, yeah, you wouldn't get that many, you wouldn't get it that harsh or that intense. You still would have got it. And guess what? It's called getting humbled. It's called getting your ass tanned brighter than a brake light. But you know who's on the best behavior for weeks on end? You are. You sure are. You on your best behavior for weeks on end. Why? Because people were honest enough to let you know, hey, no, boo. No. No, we don't play that here. And at least there's pockets now of people finally stepping up, and eventually it'll blanket the entire globe of, no, we don't do that shit here. No. You want to know why your ass is broke? And this is point number 4. Your ass is broke because from the top down, it's corrupt through and through. They took all your money. They took all your time. They took all your resources. Find everything they could think of and make up. Why? To line their own pockets to keep that demonic pedophilia under wraps. Yes, I said it. And some of you in this world have brothers and sisters that were targets of that nasty shit. But some of you in past lives too were not only targets, but predators yourselves. I was once a target in a past life. I was once a pred in a past life. And now, going forward, forever after, I am that police in this life. And a lot of you, and I'm going to say this here first, a lot of you have had relationship breakups, family disorders, because some of you are on soul level, S-O-U-L, and to the marrow. No, straight up, and bone marrow, I mean. Straight the fuck up. You know who did what, where, to whom, how, when, and why in the family. And you wanted to confront it, and they shot you down every time. Why? They wanted to keep that shit under wraps. They wanted leverage on people, control over people, complying people, consenting people. I don't consent, comply, or control. Or conform. And they wanted that. They wanted conformers too. That's why you're broke. The powers that had been, that will never be named, but we may find out in next lives, and then God, like my granny used to say, don't like ugly. God sits and waits, and God has waited long enough. Because there were times when I got the spanking. Remember how I said when God sits and waits? Yeah. Well, it looks like God waited long enough. Go get me a switch. Yep. I even had to go get my own damn switch when it came down to it. Why? They gave the fuck enough of a damn to tell me, look, nope, you're not doing this. You're not doing this. And this is why, like you, I'm as broke as a joke like you. But you know what? I can't take none of it with me. So I don't give a rip one way or the other. But those who are trying to control, conform, comply, consent. And did I say conform already? Then I'm going to say it again. I don't conform, I don't consent, I don't comply. You are not controlling me. And I say all of that shit unapologetically. I sure do. Excuse me one moment while I take this sponsored drink from Warm Lemonade. Warm Lemonade. It'll flush your system, and it feels good going down. Drink Warm Lemonade today. I know I am stupid in the half. Ooh. Goes down so good. Woo! Ooh, let's get ready to sit in the sun. Goes down good. Woo! Lemonade. They're cool, refreshing drink. Well, it's not exactly cool, but it's good. Woo! That's beautiful stuff. So, yeah. You control you. Okay, put another way. Does anybody else have to tell you to go to the bathroom? No, I'm not being facetious. I really am not being trying to be funny. I'm not trying to be glib. I'm not trying to be, wait, what? Think about it. No one tells you to get up. You tell you to get up. You tell you to go to the bathroom. You tell you to go to sleep. You tell you when you're hungry. You tell you when you're in the mood. You tell you when you're not in the mood. You tell you to do biological functions, correct? Correct. Then why are you letting the whole fucking world tell you how to run you? Answer. The individual you're listening to in this podcast right now happens to have albinism. Why are you part of the problem telling people with albinism they can't have a driver's license? And I don't want to hear anybody you ripping me in the comments of, y'all can't see. Really? When was the last time you were living life from behind my eyes? Why do vehicles get listed as horsepower when you don't need a license to handle a horse, do you? Again, that comes down to conform, consent, comply, control. You want people like me to control, because we can't control that albinism. That's based on 2 recessive genes in your DNA. That is not GEANS. Okay, because like Cindy Sweeney too, I have great genes. And I've also told you in this podcast I'm bisexual. And yes, if she went that way, absolutely she'd be mine. But that said, both sets. Anyway, my point here, ladies and gentlemen, is that how much more discrimination are you going to keep following to stay comfortable? How much more of a comfortable lie do you need to have God twist your screws in order for you to realize, yeah, why can't people with albinism have a driver's license? Answer, because the system didn't want it to. Answer, because heaven forbid the P.T. Barnum sideshow freaks actually voice, we don't want to be sideshow freaks anymore. Answer, because people like you funding sideshow freaks are going to be very uncomfortable. How come you yourself didn't do anything? Yeah, the same Gen X that's me running the world is the same Gen X that's holding me back. Yeah, I'm not digging it anymore and I'm busting through. And you know something? Who are you to tell the rest of God's creatures what they can and can't do? It's bad enough you got animals behind, four-legged and things that fly and things that have wings behind cages and behind glass. Who the fuck said that you can do that to human beings too? Make it make sense. Make it make sense. Seriously. I would love somebody to make this make sense. Oh, Lord, oh, Lord, oh, Lord, oh, Lord, oh, Lord. But, yeah. So that's Thursday, April 16th, 2026. Make it make sense. Oh, man. I'm not necessarily always a Debbie Downer like this, but at the same time, my husband and I use that term ex and husband interchangeably until I get used to calling him the ex. But he and I got into it the other day. He's like, oh, well, you can't get more than 45 on a horse. No, you can't get more than 45 on a bicycle. Okay, so if you still didn't answer the question. Why the hell you don't need licenses for bicycling and horses, but you do for cars? Answer. That's a pat answer they gave you to charge you to do that. Because of that philosophy. Because it goes that much faster. And oh, by the way, when did anybody ever let somebody with albinism actually drive over 70 miles an hour and recorded? And when it actually happened? Answer, you're listening to her right now. Yes, I did. Spring break, 1985. Driving with a fellow driver. She had to get to work that night. She was only on a few hours sleep in 3 days' time. I begged her to let me drive. And I was like, okay, well, you want to keep arguing with me? Or we can be late and you can explain to my mother why we're late. She already knew what my mother was like. So she gave me a quick lesson and admonishments in between. Don't obviously smash the car. And I learned how to drive stick that day. And to this day, I still know with a quick lesson, can now know how to drive stick. Because when kid's father sees me driving, gotta put the same foot on the brake and the gas, gotta put the same foot on the brake and the gas. Why? Yeah, you hear that silence? That was what he gave me. That's exactly what he gave me. That's how I learned. Well, that's fine. That's how it works for you. It doesn't work for me because I haven't been doing it like as long as you've been doing it. Make sense? That sounds logical. I would think so. So, my brake foot is on the brake and my gas foot is on the pedal. I don't switch when I need a brake. Why? A, B, if that's where the clutch was and when I learned first how to drive, isn't that where my memory's going to go? Yeah. My husband's like, make it make sense. Make it make sense. This is literally, people, little kid logic 101, okay? Crayons logic 101. You can't get more basic than that. Okay? Like in that same, for instance, when I was working at the swing thing, when I was working at Hershey Park as a temporary ride operator. Little kid swinging around, enjoying the ride. Just watch his father sipping through a great big old handled mason jar, jumbo mason jar, I'll add. Some white chocolate concoction or whatever. It looked nasty. It looked, I was like, okay, it's a typical guy thing. Little kid swinging around. Dad, you drinking my drink? And me, while his kid is swinging around the thing, right? Me, several other customers, his wife, his sister, her brother, and another ride attendant training with me looked at him like, well, are you? It was just one of those natural reaction things. You had to have been there. And we're looking at him like, oh, okay, somebody got called out. A kid is swinging around. He's swinging around. Well, are you? By the time the kid comes around the third pass, he's like, okay, Oliver, it's both of ours. And Dad says again, and you wouldn't be swinging on that if I didn't drive you here, now would it? And the kid is like, don't drink at all. And I'm like, it was beautiful. It was just one of those, if you're familiar and old enough to remember Art Linkletter, God rest his soul, and go Google if you need to, if you're not old enough to remember it. Art Linkletter always had a show on. The kids say the darndest things. Yes, kids don't have a filter. They don't. They don't need a filter. They don't want a filter. They shouldn't have to have a filter. That's what makes them so beautifully marvelous and embarrassing you at the same time, because they're gonna call out shit. They don't know the difference between it, or at least they don't know discretion. They don't know if it's wrong. They don't know what they shared was inappropriate. You know what I mean? But at the same time, you can't fault the child's honesty, because again, Jesus came right here and said it. Anybody harming the hairs on any one of these little ones' heads, may he have a millstone tied around his neck and he's thrown into the sea. And the bottom line is, it's the truth. The kids are the most beautiful, amazing, loving, giving, selfless creatures I've ever come across. Kid anything, a puppy, a kitten, a newborn colt, a newborn dog, all of it. Baby anything is miraculous. Don't ruin that. Baby gardens, baby anything. It's all the hands of the one who knit you together too. Okay? So don't ever say, if anybody is too much or too little, You better check you. Are you too much? Are you too little? Are you too much? Are you too little? And if you say that about people, why are you saying it about them? And who told you that that was right? If that individual is doing her or him, the hell do you care? The individual's doing her or him. The hell do you care? You do you. Eyes on your own paper. You're the only one getting graded. You're the only one taking that test. You're the only one knowing what you know and what you don't know. You're the only one getting that grade. Not anyone else. Even though everybody else is in that classroom right along with you, you're the only one getting this test. This particular test, whatever that is. Okay? So stop with, I'm fine with, before you start asking me about my own albinism, let me tell you something, sweetheart. I don't care what you got. I don't care what you got in your crotch. You got something there, you don't. Let's get something understood. I'm completely okay with my albinism. Very much so. I'm just passionate about what you people who don't have it get to tell me what I can and can't do that I do have it. That's what blows my mind wide open. That's literally like telling a baby, stop being a baby. Why? Said who? You? Oh, you have to know how to see. I know how to see. Why don't you stop with the ignorance and maybe learn something? And then there's willful ignorance. That's another topic for a whole nother podcast altogether. But the fact of the matter is, ladies and gentlemen, you don't get the rights to tell anybody what they say can do what. No. And there were people, and there's a reason why you also came back here to help right a terrific wrong. How is nuclear, which is not going to happen, by the way, not going to happen. World War III is not going to happen, not like how you think. You're in the middle of it now. It's called an informational spiritual war. You're not going to have nuclear anything. Hear me on this. You're not going to have nuclear anything. If you were, it would have already happened. And you wouldn't be here listening to this monologuing now, would you? Be logical. Thank you. So therefore, it's not going to happen because cooler heads are prevailing. That, and if you believe in this sort of thing as I do, intergalactics are going to make sure that it doesn't happen either because, oh, by the way, once you throw a little pebble or a big ass rock in an undisturbed body of water, imagine that big piece of rock or that tiny, tiny pebble. Nuclear war. A tiny drop, hardly a ripple. You throw a big ass rock in that water. What do you think that water is going to happen? It's going to splash greatly and then ripple out to the sides and keep rippling and keep rippling and keep rippling and keep rippling because nuclear war would have ripped a hole throughout not just our galaxy, ladies and gentlemen, but throughout the entirety of the space-time continuum. Or imagine a cannonball being blasted through your favorite bathrobe and someone's favorite door and someone's favorite car and someone's favorite house and someone's gone and on and that hole ripped through everything in its path. That's global thermal nuclear war and why it won't happen. Okay? Because the space-time continuum doesn't want it to happen. Because God himself doesn't want it to happen. So the more of you that keep talking about it, that want it to happen, you're controlled. You're brainwashed. You're conditioned. Get the fuck off my podcast. For those of you in my camp that don't want it to happen and know it won't happen, lovely to have you. You're finally seeing sense. So too, like people with albinism, our night vision is damn near deadly. What you don't make up for during daytime. 1, 2. We can always have a licensed driver who sees better than we do during the day, sitting shotgun. Ever found a solution for that? I just gave you one. You're welcome. Number 3, let's do something about this nighttime driving, shall we? What the hell is it with these bright-ass lights? What the hell is it with these bright-ass lights? Oh, that's right, because you figured out people like me with albinism, like I said, can do night driving, and therefore you want to go ahead and blind me like during the day, so you want to keep me trapped in my house at night like during the day. No, bitch. No. No. There is a growing concern and a growing voices of stop. Not only is the rent too damn high, but stop with these blinding ass bright ass white lights at night. What the hell do you need to see with these bright ass white lights at night? It's not like you're driving the Neptune. Oh my God. You know, So I gotta adjust my nighttime driving because some fool out here is rolling out with sunlights, miniature suns for headlights. What is wrong with you? And then you know what's even worse about that? Law enforcement doing it too. Oh yeah, looking at you, law enforcement. You know who you are. You know who you are. Yeah. Okay. And y'all get enough bad reputation as it is. Let's get some more in there. Let's get you some more. Shh. Y'all's a trip. But so's this month. So, as it's also being said, April is the fire energy month, and evidently all the planets are aligned in the Aries constellation, and Aries being ruled by Mars and all this other stuff. We saw he's running video around some bullshit video now. Why astrology is bullshit. Okay, well that's your opinion. I don't need to have it in my feed. Thank you very much. Keep believing it and knock stuff out. Some people are allowed to believe it. I'm not telling you not to believe it. Go ahead. But you're not going to tell me to stop believing in astrology because you don't. No, them days is done. Bye. So, and that's the same with you. You want to cut out during the middle of this? Plenty of people dumped on the middle of videos before. They didn't stop with not finishing them. So, yeah. If you happen to be the birth month of Aries, happy birthday. Happy birthday for all of you born from April 1 to April 30th. 2 personal, very close friends of mine are having birthdays at the end of this month, so happy early birthday, Spencer and Rocket Dog. and happy belated birthday, Angel Pedragon. Ta-da! Plenty of other people that are having birthdays in April. A friend of mine across the pond, Joan, happy birthday to you too. Happy birthday to Lee Harris. Happy birthday to Chris Macklin, and happy birthday to there's another one who's got an April birthday, and I forgot. The whiner that is hating on J.K. Rowling, but she's got my number, and I just support you. Yeah, the girl that played Hermione Granger, she'd want me to mention her name, wouldn't she? Yeah, happy birthday to you too. Yes, never mind. I'm not gonna call you nothing nasty. You're allowed your views. You are. Just put it this way: would we know you if it weren't for J.K.? Yeah, just putting a little stank on it there. Put a little stank sprinkles on your humble pie there, sweetheart. And yeah, you shouldn't have the initials that also end in the end. You shouldn't also bear the initials, sweetheart, that you can't spell spew without EW. So before you start opening your mouth, chicken, you might want to think before you put your foot in it. Sheesh. No, it's not my albinism that's just done. No, I'm part of Gen X, and a lot of us in Gen X are coming to a reckoning, and we're just done. We're done not being seen. We're done not being heard. We're done not being acknowledged. We're done not being listened to. Ouch. And understood. I count my umbrella up and the handle of it hit me in the head. We're done. We're done with you boomers acting entitled and you millennials acting like you know better than the rest of us. Sweets. Boomers, you wouldn't be here without us. You wouldn't be supported without us. And millennials, you wouldn't be here without us. So, although we're the bridge between the two of y'all, when the bridge collapses, guess what? Bridge out. New route. Now what you gonna do? Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, that's. So, I'll let you think on that on some. Gen X is done. We've got the receipts to prove it. People in albinism like me, we're done. We've got the receipts to prove it. And, yeah. Let's see. Would I be cast as grumpy? Probably, but nah, I don't want it. Nah, give me sleepy, happier Doc. Oh, dear. And, future notes on this podcast I'm going to tell you. I'm going to have a section on here for you guys called, I'm going to read you a story. Yes, I am. I'm going to get my books and be able to read out loud. I won't have any music behind it. I don't have any yet. I don't have the basics. I just got the basics of the basics. Yeah, you have the wind. You got my voice. That's it. And, yeah, I'm going to read you guys a story. And it'll be just me reading the story. No commentary, no anything else. And let me know what you think. Take care. Be good. Be nice. Treat each other. Be kind to one another, please. And please, to pick up Jerry Springer's mantle, God rest your soul. Take care of yourselves and each other. I love you. Behave yourselves and be good. Bye-bye.